problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Austin Desperados and the New England Patriots.
Let's go. Let's do this. Wait, that 380. Down to lose one. Two times. Let's go up. No, 66.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Echo. Come on. Mike 8. Alert.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this one brought in by Sanu. Two yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Two. He's coming. We got double up. Check.
The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to DK Metcalf. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. And it was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Second and 13. Eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, if you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First down, Desperado.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. No score after one on EA Sports. Second and 9 now. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Lawrence Guy. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
But that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go. Hey, one set. Check,
On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Strong right. Strong right. Stand up. You got three down. Check A3, ball's going.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Let them know.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Got it. Check 21. Check 21. Exit. Check 15. Check 15. Big dash.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Myers, the AFC's Pro Bowl kicker from a year ago. He was 6 out of 7 from 50-plus last year, and he converts another one here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Perkins. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Perkins. And he's taken down. back at his own 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Returnable for Lockett. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Tighten up, pull it together.
2nd and 2. It's complete to Lockett. Past the 20. And touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
You can't stop me. Goal 50. by 7. Sugar.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Slam. 36.
And an alley to run. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. What a boost for this offense that he can throw in a run like that after the success that he's had throwing the football.
I love that, being able to mix in something a little bit different just when you're starting to think that's all you're going to see. He changed it up, flipped the script on him, and boy, did it work to his offense's benefit.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go to Barkley again, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Here we go. Watch the twist.
They'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 10-yard line.
Tight dog. No.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
2nd and 11. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point now coming from Myers. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Next to score, Desperados 31, Patriots nothing. Michael Dixon set to kickoff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete into the hands of Myers. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougald. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Desperados.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 26, check 26. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check 37, check 31. Check 13.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They begin with Michel on the ground. And not much room there, so get it up only to about the 21. Nazaire Jones there on the tackle.
Shadow brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Block it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Check 9, check 9. Under 10, under 10, 10. Check 52. Back, back, back.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Elsewhere, 4th quarter score now for Baltimore. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for our visitors, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move